What's going on, guys? My name's Jordan, and this is Jordan Outdoors, and I am about to go hunting in East Alabama for supposedly the rut. I don't know yet. They're supposed to be running, but ignore the mess. I'm about to pack the Jeep up and get to it. I may be sleeping in the tent. I'm not sure yet. It's supposed to be, I think, a low of the mid-20s. Might get to 45 degrees, so maybe I'll take a big sleeping bag and camp up in there, and we'll see. But I'm gonna get packing. Stay tuned. So what I'm thinking is I may take the heater because I don't know how cold it's gonna get, really. So I figured better have it on me with the big Alaskan winter sleeping bag, and I got my my down underquilt from when I go to Yellowstone. I'm usually a hammock camper. We use this out west, me and a couple buddies, and actually this is my top quilt. So I'm thinking with that, the top quilt, the blanket I have in the truck, and I also have a blanket already in here that I fold up with everything. That should be pretty warm. I don't know yet. I've never camped this late. Anybody? There's Goose, by the way. Taking a nice fat one right in the yard. Atta boy. I like to see it. So anyway, almost done packing, and I'm about to get on the road. I'd like to find my fuzzy Crocs first, because should I take the bow? I don't know. We'll see. Stay tuned. All right. So, I'm about to hit the road, but for anybody out there that's thinking about getting into hunting, maybe has never done it, or maybe you're an experienced hunter yourself and it's something you struggle with, because I do for sure, and I just had to get more discipline about it. Before you go out anywhere, keep one of these extra cords in your truck for charging your hat light. That is the biggest pro tip I can give anyone. Before you leave, just plug that sucker up and hit the road. So that's the wrong cord. That's actually for a different hat light. So 1 second. And there we go. Look at that. Voila. So next time y'all see me, I'll be in the woods. Let's get out there. Almost forgot, had to run in there, grab the essentials. I'm planning on doing some all-day sits, so this is my favorite lunch to bring. One of these, and then I like to snap on. I might try and find a Ziploc to put these in, because it's a little noisy, but these Old Trapper makes the best beef jerky, hands down, no contest. I'll fight someone over that. Good stuff, peppered preferably. And then I've got some water bottles on me, and I try to drink one of these every morning. I like grape the best so far. I don't like the sugar ones, so I've just been going through and trying them all. Anybody got any other good electrolyte / vitamin drinks they recommend? Throw them in the comments. I would love to try them. I'm trying to get on something new here, so let's do it. 3:30. I just got here, I don't know, like 3:05 is roughly when I got here. So I ran in and threw on some camo real quick. And a buddy of mine and his dad are going to this creek area where we've been getting a lot of bucks in daylight. And I feel like an idiot for not going there, honestly. And then my other buddy, he's gonna go to this huge field, not too far from me, maybe 400 or 500 yards, but we've been getting a couple bucks over on it when the sun's going down. Been getting some pictures of them. So, but I'm committed to this field, man. There's this one over here that I've been getting 3 or 4 does in every time I sit in it. And with rut kind of just now kicking on us, I'm so convinced that at any moment there's gonna be a buck following one of these does, and I need to be sitting there when it happens. So that's where I'm headed. I'll show you the setup when I get there. All right, climber's ready, gun's ready. Let's grab the goods and get after this. All right, so this is the field I'm kind of going to be looking over. I don't know if you can see it. Let me get low. There's like a little draw right here that feeds up into this clear cut right over there. And what the deer are doing is, some of them are coming out right here, and kind of like where I'm at. You can see the little trails here and there. They come out, they feed a little bit, and then work their way across the road to this other clear cut and into a field up there. And then they're also hitting this back corner. Let me show you that real quick. So a lot of times, what's been going on is these bucks will come out of this corner right here, because this kind of goes up into like a ridge all the way around. And the temperatures drop so hard when I hit this shade. But what you'll see is these does, they'll come filter out in the field. And I've had does come out here, but a lot of bucks, they've been hitting this. And matter of fact, look right here. That's a good little rub there. But anyway, so last time I sat here, I had a couple does come out. And a nice button buck came up right out of this hole. And he was chasing them all around and grunting. And it was just awesome. So I'm trying to keep my eyes on that clear cut out there too. You can't really, it's so hard to see him in that, honestly, but I always do watch it. So I'm gonna go up this ridge of pines right here, find me a good tree, and I'll get up there and show you all the view. And we'll get anchored in for the evening. It's about, let's see, what's that, 3:38 right now, so I think it gets dark at 5:40. And these deer don't move till real late, so I don't know how the hell I'm gonna video climbing. So I guess what'll happen is I'll see y'all in the tree. Well, just got done climbing. Sweating. Probably wore too many layers, but hopefully it'll cool off in a bit. Package secure. I'll tell you, I just had a heart attack. I went and I was hunting a WMA yesterday, and kept taking my mag out of my gun every time I climbed. So I knew I put it in this pack, but I was really worried that I might have just lost it. But bag's secured, so let's do this as quiet as we possibly can. That works. Figured I'd give you all a better view of what we're working with here. So we got this little clear cut in front of us, but it goes much further back over this hill. And a lot of times what they're doing is they're bedding on this backside, and they start working their way through here come, 4:50, 5 o'clock. and they just start popping up out in the field. Like I said, there's a little ravine coming down off this hill where these bucks are come traveling, and they come out in this bottom corner and they'll start bumping the does. And eventually, you never know what time of day, they all move across the road and into a green field way out there. You might be able to pick it up. Right through the pines, there's a blind on it. My buddy's sitting in the back corner way over there today. But anyway, so I feel like we got it pretty covered. Either I'm gonna bust him. He may have some that just come out of that clear cut there too. Just sneak into those woods and come up on them. We don't know, but this is the setup. The only thing I'm worried about here is one coming over this ridge and busting me. But that has not happened yet out of all the times I've sat here, so we'll see. Pretty nice setup though. I see tracks all down this tree line, but I have yet to see a deer hit it in person. I did have one last time actually. He come from me over there, right through the woods. He kind of walked up beside me and started working his way down, but he didn't hit this real hard. So stay tuned. I'm hoping we get a big one out of this corner tonight. I'll try and get it on video. That'd be great. All right, so I figure I'd give some of y'all another little pro tip on scent control. I keep one of these. This is a drag. You can get them at Walmart, Academy, anywhere. I love this thing. I keep it tied to the bottom of my climber. So if I'm ever walking through the woods or through this field example with my climber on my back, this is just barely dragging the ground behind me. Just ever so slightly. And what I like to do, get you a bottle of Old Trusty. It's never let me down. And I like to dip each little strand in here, just barely. Also, I feel like this helps save some deer pee. I don't know, it could be crazy, but get each one in here like so. No memento. That's actually the quickest I've ever done that, believe it or not. So, get your scent rope all nice and set up. And then I just drop it off the side and lay it on there. And it'll drop a couple drops at the bottom. And I do that before I start walking to my stand usually, but I also do it as a refresher when I get up to where I want to, the hunting level I want to be at, just to have a little bit more, cover scent in the wind and make sure they're not smelling me. Phew. Looks like I need some water. Got a couple deer in the field right now. Good sized doe for real. A little baby with her. Very nice, very nice. Hopefully, she's got some company here soon, because she sure does look tasty. That didn't take long. It's 4:31 right now, so what time did I get here? 3:30, 3:40. I'll have to go back and look, but 2 deer chilling right now. I'll keep you posted. She doesn't look very happy. Yeah, look at her stomping. The does creeped off the field, and they went into that corner down there and just kind of worked their way out of here. So it's 5:17 now. And I'm kind of starting to lose faith a little bit that we're going to get it done tonight. So maybe we might get something at last light, so I'm keeping my eyes peeled. Hopefully we can get something to connect tonight. Well, it's looking like sit one, night one was a bust. It's 5:45 and I can't see shit, so I'm gonna go ahead and climb down out of here and go check on the guys. All right, just getting done. I head back to camp, check on the guys. All right, day 2, sit 2. A little late this morning, but I think that's all right. The deer don't really move over here till 9 to like 11:30. So kind of creeping in here, see what time it is. About 6:30 right now. So I'm gonna come in here and sneak up on this hill. And I got my buddy. He's way through the woods on a field at the top of that hill over there. So I'm going to one up here. And we got a clear cut. Fresh one that just happened up in here. And they've been moving, traveling around it. I mean, they come all through here, through the pines back there. The ground is frozen, solid this morning. It's a good 14 degrees, but we're gonna try and make it happen. I don't think I'll see anything until about 11. I'll keep y'all posted. See when I get in the stand. All right, made it up to setup / sit number 2. Got a nice, beautiful green field. Some baby pines going off into a clear cut over there. Got a clear cut way back here behind us. So, really confident I'll get one coming around this corner, coming from there. 10:30, 11. We'll see. At least that's the plan right now. Great spot though. I love this field. Stay tuned. Figured out last night, after linking up with the guys, Ryan, one of my buddies, he saw nothing. And then I want to say Hunter saw a spike and a doe. And Jimmy saw a little buck all running around that creek area. But this morning we had Joe show up at about 5 o'clock from way out of town. He got up at 3 to get here. And we got a pretty good, and Brent, we got a pretty good coverage of a lot of the property today. And we threw Joe on this other field not too far from me where I think he's got a great chance at dropping a good buck coming through there this morning. There's one that's been hitting this field I'm on pretty regularly. And I'm hoping he comes out because I would love to bust his butt. But it's a cold sit this morning, 14 degrees when I got in the truck. So the goal is to go till about noon, head in, make some coffee and some breakfast. Take a nice fat one, if you know what I mean. But we'll see how long my toes make it. I don't know. I'm hopeful for this morning though. Stay tuned. So it's not even 7 o'clock here, but I've been sitting here thinking most of the pictures we have of decent bucks coming off of this field are like 11:30, noon, 5:30, 4:50, right? You know, more of an evening, midday to evening set. And I'm really sitting here contemplating pulling an audible and going and sitting in the stand we call the corner stand. Because I'm just not feeling the luck here in the morning ever. 2 seasons ago, no, maybe more than that, maybe 3 or 4 seasons ago, we used to have the stand sitting over here at 9:38-ish in the morning. It was bow season. I did have a nice buck come out in that bottom, and he was at like 55 yards, and at the time, my furthest pin was 40, and I tried everything to get him to come up, but he was not moving, and that's really the last time I've seen a deer early in the morning on this field, so I don't know, kind of contemplating pulling a little audible and creeping out of here to that other stand. It's not too far, a couple hundred yards. It's in a bottom. I'm gonna think it over, and we'll see. All right. An executive decision was made. I had to move. I like this spot though. The way it's working out too. I kind of got my buddy way back there behind me, up on this other hill on a field, and these deer. I got hardwoods that way, pines behind me, and then kind of I don't know. I'd say a mix of like creek bottom hardwoods going this way, and then a clear cut over there. And it's like the perfect little central hub for deer just transitioning between the 4 zones, just crossing right through here. The trick is catching them at the right time. So the sun's just starting to peek up over the canopy. I'm gonna start keeping my eye peeled for anything. Maybe I can get a shot at it or a video. It's gonna be hard in here, but I think this is a much better setup. I'll keep you posted. Just smoked a good one. Oh, right there, boy. Right there. Oh, I haven't seen a buck like that all season. Damn, that felt good, baby. Let's go. I just saw that rack and I was like, he's done. I'm taking him out. There he lay. What an awesome eye. Dropped him in his tracks. Oh, yeah. Oh, that felt so good. I love it. I can't get enough of it. Man, he dropped dead in his tracks. Oh, I've been waiting all season for a good buck. God, that feels good. That's the first deer I've seen out of this stand. Man, I really thought he was going to come from that way, but just heard that creeping through here. Oh man. Finally. I saw a 4-point last week. He came in and I just haven't seen a single decent deer yet. And I'm so glad God gave me this opportunity. Oh, I'm gonna get down and go get hands on him. I'll be back. All right, just climb down. I'm gonna sneak over here and get a look at him real quick. I'm pumped. Man, I just knew they'd be working right through this bottom. And sure enough, he didn't disappoint. I don't even know how big he is, man. I just saw that rack and I had to take him. Oh yeah. Awesome. Awesome hunt. Yeah. Nice East Alabama rut deer. What was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's my first 6-point, believe it or not. Awesome, dude. What an awesome hunt. That's great. All right, well, damn, that was amazing. He just came. I really hope that y'all could see it on video, but he came right down this ridge, across this creek, took a couple steps, and man, I was just sitting right up there, and I didn't even hesitate, man. I saw that rack just barely outside the ears. He stopped, looked around. I put it right there on his, he was kind of quartered to me, so I kind of put it right there in his chest piece and just sent one through him. And my God, this is the first buck I've killed, though, that dropped right in his tracks, so he didn't move a muscle. Awesome hunt. I cannot believe it turned out this way. First time videoing a hunt, too. Unbelievable. I'm gonna go get this gun up to the truck, pull it around, and load this bad boy up. He's gonna be some good eating. Make some sausage. Oh, I can't wait. Awesome hunt. I'll be back. Man, all I can say is, what an amazing hunt, an amazing morning. That was everything I could have ever hoped for. First time videoing a hunt, too. And what are the odds? I'm just sitting there and you know, to get up on this hill this morning, climb up there, and I just, man, the longer I sat there, I wasn't there long. What, an hour? I got there 6:30, moved at 7:38, and I was like, dude, I'm not feeling it here. They hit this more midday, late evening, and to pull the audible, come all the way through the property, hit that stand, and be sitting there for, I don't know, maybe an hour and a half. Sun just peeking out over the trees, and to have that one coming through that bottom, man, that felt so good. That felt, I can't imagine. You couldn't have made up this scenario any other way. It was so perfect. That was just an awesome one. I saw that 4-point last week, but I have just been struggling all season to even see a buck. And I was telling my buddy the other night, I was like, dude, I'm telling you, the first buck I see, 6, 8 points, it is dropping in its tracks. And man, could it not have played out any better? And then what was crazy, the craziest part about this whole hunt is, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes before I shot that deer, I'm sitting in the stand and my buddy Joe's up on the hill. And I guess he got the same idea I did, because, you know, I moved. And I keep hearing, choo-choo, choo-choo, choo-choo. And I'm like, oh, big buck's coming in right behind me. And I'm like slowly turning my head. I'm moving the camera, getting it ready. And I see Joe walking in. And he sees me and he goes, turns around, goes the other way. And then I'm sitting there. Not even 10 minutes go by maybe. And I hear choo-choo, choo-choo, down in that creek where the buck came from. And I was like, oh gosh, is this another hunter? What am I? I'm gonna go ahead and turn the camera on. And sure enough, he's just walking right to me. I was like, oh, awesome, unbelievable hunt. I wouldn't have it any other way. That was amazing. Just got in the truck, but let's see what time it is. 8:20. Man, it doesn't get better than that. That's a good hunt there. Just in time to go back, cook some breakfast, load that deer up. I'm gonna shoot Joey a text real quick though, because it is only 8:30 and we were talking about sitting until noon. And that deer's pretty close to him. I don't want to just ride over there, throw it in the bed, and mess up his hunt or anything. So I tried to stay pretty quiet after that shot. Let me shoot him a text, let him know what went down, and see if he wants me to just pick him up, or hang out a little while. That'd be all right. Good buck, ain't it?
Oh, you got a little point up there.
See what I'm saying? Like he was coming off this creek.
Yep.
And I think if he'd have hit these pines, because that trail,
Oh, yeah.
it's like back that way, he'd come right across that field to
Sure
you.
would've.
But I cut him off.
Yep.
Well, just got done dropping that deer off at the processor, and there's a lot of good bucks in there. They had a good bit of deer in there today. Hopefully I'll pick it up in a couple weeks, and maybe I'll try a cooking video. I don't know. Do a little recipe video. That'd be fun. Make some Bambi balls. If you ain't heard of them or you ain't had them, they're good, let me tell you. I mainly did just burger meat out of it, some breakfast sausage, and kept the back straps whole. That's usually my go-to, you know. But anyway, dropped that buck off, and I'm sitting here now just really regretting not bringing the bow, because that's my, let me think, I think that's my 5th buck with a rifle, if I'm thinking right. And I'm kind of just ready to commit to full-on bow action. I haven't got a single bow kill yet. I've missed a couple. I stuck a huge 12 point one time. Would have been the biggest deer of my life. Hit him right in the shoulder blade and sounded like I hit plywood. I mean, I just knew the second I hit him, I didn't kill him. I tracked him for miles and miles, but anyway, I'm thinking, I don't know, I'm kind of thinking right now from here on out, I might just go full on bow mode and only go for the bow hunting life. We'll see. I don't know. I might do that all next season. That ought to make some fun videos. I don't know how I'm going to film that. That's going to be harder, I'm sure. But that buck today, when he came in, gosh, I should have ranged it. It had to be 30, 40 yards. I probably could have dropped him good on my bow, but I don't know. I think I'm on to upgrade, maybe get a Hoyt. The one I've got's pretty old now. I think it's a Bear. Nothing against Bear. I love it. But I want a dual cam. The one I have is a single cam, so I need to try that. Give me a nice dual cam bow with a little bit of let off and just let it eat, you know. But yeah, headed back to camp now, and I'll see you in a bit. All right, folks. This is still day 2. Sit 2, I guess. Got my buddy Joe with me. I've already killed my deer, so we're about to go up here to this big old Magnum field, and we've been getting a good couple bucks come out about right at dark, right in the bottom corner, and we're gonna try and get it on video. We'll see. All right, folks. Figured I'd give you the tour of the evening hunt with Joe. huge field. And I
We'll get
killed
one today.
I killed a big one here. How long ago was that now? A year or 2?
2 years ago.
2 years ago in that
2
back
years ago.
corner.
We both killed one that night.
Yep. So the plan is to do that again. We'll see.
We'll get it. If we can be quiet.
I doubt that's gonna happen. All right, wrapping up the trip. This is day 3. I'm headed back home now. I just dropped the deer off last night. We made some dinner, had pizza. It was really good. And I'm thinking I might do like maybe a Bambi Balls like deer recipe cooking video in the future. I don't know, haven't decided yet. But if you're interested in watching this, if you stuck around to the end, I appreciate it. I do a lot of other stuff like hiking, fishing, camping, backpacking, kayaking, you name it outdoors, except for rock climbing. I pretty much do it. And I'm gonna try to start videoing this stuff. I've been wanting to for years and I just never have. And I don't know, something just kind of kicked to me recently. I'm just gonna try it out, put stuff out there, and if you like it, leave a like, comment on something, subscribe. I'd love to hear suggestions. If anybody has any kind of tips or things they do different, I'd love to hear them. I'll try them out, man. I'm all for that, especially when it comes to deer hunting. I just love finding out new little tricks and tips people try, man. Some people do some crazy stuff, and I don't know. I'm all game for it, so appreciate you watching, and maybe I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.